You've got to go into this battle with love in your heart. A lot of people seem to have misconstrued that, thinking, oh, he wants to be all warm and fuzzy, thinks we can love and meditate ourselves out of this mess. No, I don't. But I think meditation is important. Meditation is good for inner strength. It's good for knowing who and what you are, discovering that, figuring out how to work with your own emotions and how to work with your own energies and how to work with your own powers. Because we're all incredibly powerful, folks. We all have these incredible energetic connections if we can just be aware of them. It's important to know this, but don't think that by meditation you can change the world. Now, if you think that being all lovey-dovey is going to change the world, well, maybe look at who some of these guru teachers hang out with, folks. I mean, you know, not all of them can be trusted. When I was saying you've got to approach this with love in your heart, I didn't mean be all warm and fuzzy. Because, you know, in defending that which I love, in defending my son or my life or freedom, you know, that which I love, I can become the most incredibly brutal force, as can anybody who is centered in love. I mean, look at what a lioness will do to protect their cub, but look at what a mother will do to defend their child. That isn't centered in hatred. That anger that comes from those situations is centered in love. And that's a far, far more powerful force. You know, when you're centered in love, you can unleash upon the enemy a vengeance that is horrifying to see, because you are defending that which is right, that which is good. You're not going in there with hate in your heart, wanting to just twist and tear and mutilate and destroy the way they are, which is what makes them weak, because they hate us. They hate us, which is why they're doing what they're doing. They hate us and they revel in the pain that they're causing us, pretending to be the good guys and getting people to go out there and literally give themselves away, give themselves to this force that is just going to kill them. There's a lot more going on with this than you would believe, folks. Now, years ago, I did a presentation at AV11. I was there with a man called Dr. Graham Downing, and he was talking about a parasite. We often talk about a mind parasite, the archons, whatever people want to call it. A mind parasite, the Native Americans call it the Wetiko virus, that makes us do all these things. Well, some doctors are saying it's an actual parasite. It's an actual physical parasite that is kind of like an octopus. It's got tentacles and it's in most people and they don't know what it is. And doctors generally won't talk about it. But maybe that is what's going on, and I think that could be what has taken over most of these politicians. If people can see this and really see what's going on and realise that there is a real hatred there in these things, whatever they are, for the human race, and they are killing us, and they can stand up for their children, stand up for that which they love, and be centred in that, and lead themselves into battle, or perhaps we can change this situation. Now, we're really standing on a knife edge, folks. We really are, you know. There's a difference between hatred and passion, I guess is what I'm trying to say to people. I mean, we're in a really delicate situation. We're in a really serious situation. And I'm not by any means saying people should be passive and think they can love and meditate their way out of it. I just think in any battle, it's important that we do not become that which we are attacking. We do not slip into the energy that they hold, which is what causes them to do so many bad things. I mean, there is such a thing as karma. And if you go into any battle against any enemy with hatred in your heart, well, perhaps that's why they do it this way. Perhaps they want you to hate them because they want you to go into a battle with that in your heart, because maybe that is what keeps you coming back. You know, if you were to go into this battle and simply do what needs to be done with love in your heart, I think there would be a different outcome. I just think that's something worth thinking about, folks, something worth considering. But there is huge pushbacks. Like I said, you're not seeing any of it on the media. You're not seeing any of it on the news. They won't tell you what the crowds really are, but there's so many people that are standing shoulder to shoulder with you. So if you think you're alone, just know that you're not. The crowd is growing all the time, and eventually we'll be a force to be reckoned with, and we don't need violence. I still believe in the human spirit. I still believe in the human race. I still believe that there's a peaceful way through this, because I believe that once people remember who and what they are, they'll just see how easy it would be to change things. So that's always been the focus. You know, the focus has always got to be on freedom.